Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. I'm your host, Big John Chandler, and this is where we talk about anything and everything to do with archery in the state of Georgia and Georgia archers wherever they shoot. And as you can see, I have commandeered a new podcast co-host for tonight, Mr. Peyton Vrooman. What's up there, Peyton?
Not much.
How's the world treating you?
Great.
How was your weekend, buddy?
All right.
Uh,
I'm just kidding.
all right. It was all
It was
right.
good.
It was all right. So people that don't know who you are, tell everybody who you are, how long you've been shooting, and all of that good jazz.
Well, I'm Peyton Vrooman. I've been shooting for a year and a half, probably, if not
Yep.
more, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I shoot for Big John, Ace Apaches.
Ace Apaches, that's right. Not really for me. You just shoot at Ace Apaches with the rest of the team. Yeah, and you shoot S3DA pins, young adult pins male class, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's Peyton, and he just said he had an all right weekend. We'll talk about his weekend in a little bit because he'll have to tell me about his shooting this weekend. Yeah, he decided he wanted to jump in and fill up the world. There's 6 or 7 of them watching, and so make sure everybody says hello. There's a few folks over here. There's old Clinton's in the house. We are on live on YouTube and live on Facebook and now on Instagram. So the Instagram comments doesn't show up in my form, so I have to go back and forth a little bit. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, it's the famous Billy says it's the famous. Look, here you go. He says it's the famous Vrooman. There he is, infamous, famous, whatever he is. There he is. So. Hey, did you open shop today, boss? I saw a post. So you running hard today, right? Anywho, yes. So Peyton, look, he says good luck in S3DA.
Thank you, sir.
I know you don't see all these comments. Do you see the comments?
No, I don't. I only see. I can see them on the left. I only see 3.
Yeah, that's what I turn them on and off. On the Instagram page, I have to come over here. There's a few of us. Jazz Leach is over there watching. Clinton's watching. Mr. Alfredo. Man, we got a bunch of folks going. So, boom, it's time for some archery for sure. Mr. Clint Smith, what's going on? Yes, sir. We're doing our thing. That's awesome. I'm glad that you are up and rolling. But yeah, so that's us. We're here. I must be hard to work with. I keep dropping off co-host. I don't know. I must be a slave driver. I bet the pay must not be good enough. Yeah, I appreciate you joining me today, Peyton.
Yes,
So what's up there, Mr. Sanford? How you doing? We're doing great. We're trying to get our things going, getting everybody in the house. Telling everybody's hello, how you doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I, worked on Saturday and shot my bow on Sunday. So we did our thing. You, on the other hand, you shot on Saturday.
Oh yeah, for yesterday.
Yeah, S3DA on Saturday. So, love to join one night. Well, look, we can make that happen for sure. Since my co-host keeps, revolving door. That's what this is about, so that everybody can get in and talk about everything. So we definitely, I'll get with you on that for sure. But let's talk about who shot this past weekend. Well, RBO shot on Saturday and Sunday, and they had 56 shooters for the weekend. I went down there on Sunday and shot. On Saturday, Outback Archery Range had 26 shooters. Down there at Ogeechee Bowman held the safari round, and they had 26 shooters. And then the S3DA Regional 3D tournament number 2 was down in Tyrone, Georgia, and they had 58 shooters. So, Peyton, this is your cue. So you got to see 58 folks. Y'all all went down there and had a good time. How was the range?
Oh, it was good. It was pretty clean and everything. I like the range actually.
You
It
liked it?
had some downhill, like I think like 4 targets at downhill, some straight, and they had a turkey that was 40 yards, I think, 40-ish, 39 to 40. It was actually a tough one.
A tough turkey, huh? Some out in the
Within the sun.
open, from what I was
Mm-hmm.
understood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that New Hoyt is doing its thing for sure. Um, let's see. So you're saying that you had some in the open field, some in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
some downhill shots,
Mm-hmm.
and you and your teammates went down there and had a good time. Um, and did you make the podium?
Yes, sir. I got second.
he's he's very excited, isn't he? Yes, sir. I got second. So you were in Tyrone and you didn't get what?
Third.
You didn't get third in
I didn't make
Tyrone.
it 3 in a row.
Three in a row. You didn't get third in Tyrone. So you did better. That's what we want to. Yeah, Clint, y'all went over there and set that thing a mini tack. I hear you. That sounds awesome. Um, so you know, y'all we took 5 team members down there and all 5 podiums. So that's pretty good. And there was a lot of good shooting going on down there. A lot of folks made the podium. A lot of different teams that were doing their thing, and congratulations to every one of y'all. So on Sunday, Coastal Empire had their 3D shoot. I forgot. I always forget what he called it. He's not, the saltwater baby's not in the house to tell me all about it tonight. But he's doing the ultimate bow hunter thing, and he had 7 shooters entered in that. And then Rocky Creek on Sunday shot. That's old Kaylee. We need to support these clubs more, for sure. Had 17 shooters. It's hard to get down on that end of the world, but if you're on that end of the world, you need to go by and see one of those clubs and shoot one of those weekends that they're shooting. The safari shoot is just the ultimate archery. See, people out. Gary's got me covered. I couldn't remember what it was called. Ultimate Archery Challenge. Thank you very much. Yes, they everybody did well though. But that's the awesome part about the kids shooting is just it's awesome. I mean, I saw so much talent of all over the state of Georgia. So yeah. So what'd you think? You good? You think you're going back and get first next time, right?
Where down in down there?
Wherever.
Hopefully,
So
hopefully I can get first all the way to the state. Hopefully I can get first there too. I do
uh,
good in shoot downs.
you do good in shoot
I
downs.
love shoot downs.
I hear you. He said he runs when he sees the Apaches show up. Yeah, they try to do a little head hunting for sure. That's a fact. But they put in the work. There's no doubt about it. The Ace Apaches do put in the work. There's some a great bunch of archers, old and young alike, on that team, and do a little bit of everything. They shoot 3D, they'll shoot indoor, they'll shoot outdoor. We have a good group of Apaches going down to Florida to shoot at the Gator Cup a couple of weeks. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And then so we'll see how that goes. Peyton won't join us for that. He's not. Outdoors not his favorite game.
I don't like outdoors.
Outdoors not his favorite game.
Uh-uh.
But yeah, yeah, he's got some confidence. That's a fact. He definitely has some confidence. Clint, y'all got that thing all set up and ready to rock down there in Gainesville. So since you're here, give us a question that you've always wanted to ask people, because there's 5 or 6 or 7 of them watching. There's 8 watching.
Oh God.
And several over there on the other side.
Huh.
So
What do I
no
want to ask?
You don't know what you want to ask?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Like anything?
Anything archery related. I mean, have you killed a deer with a bow?
No.
Is that something you want to do?
Yeah.
Have you tried?
Yes, sir.
Just didn't get the opportunity yet.
I wasn't with you, and I learned a lot now.
Well, you have
I learned
learned
a
a
lot.
lot. You have learned a lot, but I think it's not. It's not. It has nothing to do with just me. It just has to do with you wanting to learn, and then the group of people that we have that all want to keep moving forward and do and to learn. Like all the different students, and they're all at different levels, right? We got some brand new ones. We got some, you know, some that are trying to age out. He's a shooter. Yeah, he is. He reminds me a lot of you and your drive, Blake. There's no doubt about it. He has the drive, and he's young enough that I think that he's gonna move forward for sure. But midway chat is where we're at, and so I'm gonna break out a few things. TAC had their first event, had a whole bunch of yep, got your attention at TSO. I hear you. So they had a good event over in Oklahoma, and the S3DA is still moving forward. They put a new national conservation website up this week, and still everybody is still sort of talking about compounds in the Olympics because that's still a big talk on the thing. All around the intronets and the interwebs of archery world. So that's those things that are happening. Peyton, you got to talk a little more, do something. You got to
I'm just
entertain me.
listening.
We know the hardest part about you is you like to listen, but you got to get in there and get to going. So yeah, that TSO is a pretty neat event. We tried to cover it.
I like TSO.
Did they discuss how to qualify? No, they have not, Greg, because they have about however many years to figure it out. So we haven't figured out exactly what they're going to do, but there will be some type of trials set up for the event. And then I guess everybody will have to shoot this event to go to trials. And I'm not sure how they're going to do it because I think there's going to be some guys that come out of retirement. I think there's going to be some pros or some pros that have sort of stepped away from archery to try to move back into that spot because that's one thing they haven't been able to check off their checklist.
You think Levi Morgan's gonna do it?
I don't
Gonna
know. I have no clue. I mean, Olympic medal is very prestigious, right? So, I mean, what do y'all think in the comments? Do you think that Levi Morgan would try to go get him an Olympic medal since he's, but I think he loves to deer hunt, and I think he loves to hunt in general.
He's good at 3D.
And he's really good at judging yardage in
Good.
3D. He is definitely good at 3D. Is the quietest I've ever seen Peyton. That's not true. Hey, look, I understand that, Greg. Look, if you get enough sponsorship, just throw me some too, because I'll go with you. Nope. Jesse says nope, he won't do it. Jesse, you gonna try? That's your thing? Another notch on his belt. You never know. I mean, that's what, people are definitely into doing whatever, like different things, surprises you. Every time the Olympic trials come through and they do those, there's always somebody who hasn't been seen on the circuit that just shows up to trials and they're like, where did this kid come from? Or where did that guy been? Where's he been? So I know that Rio Wild tried one time to shoot a recurve and go to the Olympics. So, hey, who knows? It's you never know. Might come out of retirement for sure. Oh, Matt Stutzman. He's already got a Paralympic medal, so now he just go get a regular Olympic medal.
When is the next ASA?
When is the next ASA? Next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. It's in Minden,
I was just wondering.
Louisiana. So only if they was a 3D division. Oh, you ain't joking. I could see that. If there was a 3D division for Olympics, they would be that trials would be hard.
That would be pretty cool.
That trials would be like, woo, there would be some big names out there doing that for sure. Clint says every time I should, why are you here? No, they don't say that. Well, maybe they do because they're worried about how you're going to score. See, that's what that is. They're worried about how you're going to perform, and they're figuring out their second place. Larry Bird's, that's one of his favorite lines is he'd always walk by and go, who's going to be second today? So 60 yards on the javelina. You got it. That's, 60 yards on the javelina. Oh, no, heavy. Downhill 50 times. Yeah. So, yeah, but so that's what's been the talk of the town lately is, that kind of stuff. So, but, yep. Let's go on to who's shooting this weekend, Peyton. You got Saturday. You can read it. Tell me who's shooting this weekend.
3D RBO archery.
No, go farther, all the way down. Who's shooting this weekend?
Oh, see, the 3D team on point.
On Point is having a 3D shoot down there, in the Augusta. It's actually at Appling, I believe, is where they're going to shoot at. So Appling is shooting this weekend. Also, I've been trying to talk you into going up and see Gainesville, right?
ASA qualifier?
Yep, the ASA qualifier on Saturday.
I'm probably going.
Yep, I tried to get you to talk you into going because you need to shoot some animals, and you might as well get qualified for state at the same time. And that's my boy Clint and Jonathan and all them running that club up there, and they do a phenomenal job. If you want some uphills and downhills, they got it. But it's an ASA qualifier in Gainesville. They always do a great job. Yep. Which one we're looking for? Saturday. This is Saturday. So Team On Point is casual. Gainesville will be casual, and Sweetwater all casual starts. Sweetwater Archery is also having a shoot this weekend. So if you're on that end of the state, you can go to Sweetwater. And then you can run across and go to Gainesville, and then run all the way down and go to Team On Points. You make a ginormous circle and go all over the state and shoot them all. So, but that's who's shooting this weekend. And Sunday, well, Sunday is Easter. So I don't have a shoot scheduled for Sunday. So it'd be Easter, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to go to every shoot every weekend so I can figure out my pins.
Well, you getting better with them.
Yeah.
Shooting pins is not easy. To learn the gaps, and you got some pretty big, pin. You got a good coverage on each pin.
Oh, yeah.
The first pin covers a good ways, and the second pin covers a pretty good ways. The third pin doesn't cover quite as much, and then so. And you just got to figure out where they hit highs and lows and figure it all out. I'm not a fan of like shooting at every yard and figure out and telling you where to hold up and down. It's easier to hold in the middle and let it float up or let it float down without having to know, oh, I need to hold a quarter inch up at 40 and a quarter, or let's say 30 for you because you're 40-yard max. I need to hold an inch higher and an inch higher and an inch lower and an inch lower. Oh, so...
You know what's easy? Open. You can just move it.
Kyle Ross said the struggle is real, man. Says the struggle is real. Them pins ain't no joke. I will say I can admit this, and I it's up here somewhere on my. I got a few little things still stuck up here. I am the last bow novice. That's when they called. The 30 pins class back then, bow novice shooter of the year, because they don't give shooter of the year in that class, or they don't, didn't give shooter of the year in that class anymore. And it was, I had to judge the yardage and then use the pin and shoot it.
So pretty much unknown.
It was all
Just for
unknown.
pins.
Yes, sir. I shot all unknown pins. I won that class and won the shooter of the year. And the next year, I had ripped that off, put a long stabilizer on, a single pin sight, and went straight into
Okay.
open sea. So
And never come back.
no, I don't shoot pins for hunting. I don't shoot pins for anything now. My eyes have gotten so bad now that 3 pins look like a big blob up there. I couldn't see the target anymore. Yeah, pins are fun. I still shoot a single pin for hunting, Clinton. I set it about 30 yards and just let it cover the middle for these short hunts, So in the state of Georgia, I pretty much got everything covered. So yeah, you got pins. I saw you run pins. I've seen the pins on your thing. Pins aren't easy to figure out your gap, and if your bow's fast enough, you got a big gap in your your one pin covers a lot. So that's
My
how.
first pin covers a lot.
Yes,
I
it
think it
does.
goes to 0 to 24.
24, one pin. That's pretty good.
And then the second one, 25 to 29.
Yep, that's right. That's a big gap. To stay inside the 10 ring is pretty good. So, the third pin is the one we had to worry about more than in the fourth pin.
That's the one I struggle with a
Yeah.
lot.
Mm-hmm. And part of that has to do with it as farther out you go. What up, Danny? Danny's in the house. Black game. Oh, the rush. That's a good hunting site. That is a nice little, and the pins are bright. You don't need no light for that thing. On the black gold, that's some of the brightest pins I've ever seen. So, if you want to see, I mean, people who are listening to this, he says that use the black gold 5-pin rush for hunting and ASA, but next year it'll be using the Booney for both. The Booney is a great little mover sight. I like it a lot. We've sold a few of them at the store. So, yeah, the first pin covers up to 30 if you're that fast, Eric, but he ain't quite that fast yet. So, yeah, black gold does have some bright pins. There's no doubt about it. Well, look, now we're at the point where everybody's picked up. There's about 14, 15, 16. Look, all these people are watching you there, Peyton. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see where I'm at here. Let's see. I'm missing people as we go. The CBE Trek Pro 3. Yeah, the CBE. I used to shoot CBE stuff, and it was real good. I had no problems with it. Right now on my, I'm shooting a B3, and I like it a lot. And so he still ain't talking. There's no doubt about it. Let me throw something at him. Maybe he'll talk.
I will.
What are
I'm
you?
just letting you talk.
You gonna let me talk? Well, now,
I don't want to cut in front of you.
What if I shut up and then see how long it takes you to talk?
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. All right, you ask me questions, I'll answer.
Ask you a question. Look, audience, he said ask him a question. Oh my goodness. So I can ask a question. Where do you want to go in archery?
Pro.
What does that mean?
I want to shoot everything.
All right, everything.
I want to shoot Lancaster Pro, like pro division. I used to be scared of saying that. I want to go pro. Very quiet about it.
Yep. What size pins am I shooting, or is the I have a 10,000ths pin in my single pin sight, and Peyton has a 10,000ths pin in his 5 pin sight. What up there, Paget? Green light. Oh yeah, we all green in the house. You know that's what Georgia Archery is about, right?
Oh, I see a message.
You see a message?
Talking about me. What age did I start shooting? Is that
There
for
you
me?
go. Yes. Well, yeah.
Oh God, I think 13 going on 14. Now I'm 15.
13 going on 14. Now he's 15. I got a picture of the first time he'd ever been to Ace, and he's about half the size of the target. Now he's as tall as the target. So he grew a bunch in a short period of time. Let's see. Yep. So you answered that one. What age did you start shooting? And did you know you had a 10,000ths pin? I know you thought. I know.
Nope.
All right. So it's the little bitty pin. You knew it was a little bitty pin.
Yeah, I just shoot the bow and was.
Greg picked up a 3-pin driver. Oh my goodness, the driver has. We're waiting on some more of ours to come in. Put it on the face. Man, that's a good little sight. True Ball XL always makes good stuff. So, Pageant says hello. So hello everybody. So, let's see. What did he say? Read it.
I'll be taking my son to his first shoot on Saturday with me. He's 6. Hopefully he gets as
Addicted
to it as I am.
for sure. He will. It don't take much. All right. There we go. Look, here you go. The next one. Can you read that?
When was your first bow and how was the first experience? Like the A shop.
Well, he didn't get his first bow from us.
I got it from my old coach.
Yep.
His daughter got a new bow, so I got that bow, which is a PSC laser.
Mm-hmm.
I outgrown that by like a while, and now I got a PSC Super X. And I'll probably be outgrowing this one too.
You haven't outgrown it.
Not outgrown.
You just want something new.
I just want something new.
All right. Eric says, "What's your setup?" So,
oh God,
here we go.
Oh God,
you have a list now. Remember, she sent it to you.
I know, but like, I got
hit 37 Super X.
37 Super X. I got a stand release.
Yep. Resistance.
Resistance. Onyx. And I got what is my stabilizers? I forgot what they're called.
Conquest.
Yep. PSC Super X.
Conquest white Conquest bars. They're both under 12 inches total because he has to be under 12 for
gas strings.
Gas bowstrings. Yep. And the B3 sight multi-pin exact.
And Easton Arrows 23s.
Easton Arrow 23s. There you go. See, you are getting it.
I'm working on it.
They said, okay. See, they got you going. So, Super X. Yes. That sucker shot. I'm telling you, Jesse, you need to tell her congratulations. She pounded. Because I shot that course on Sunday. And, 22 up is pounding. So, and you shot 18 up, right, Jess? So congratulations on that. That was some good shooting too. I got mine closer. You saw the score. I posted 12 up. I was happy. I was truly happy with shooting 12 up on that. What started you in archery? Look, Peyton, they got plenty of them for you. Mom says he wants a new bow again. Yep. Oh, so draw weight and draw length. Do you know your draw length?
27.
Yep. You know what weight you're pulling?
Oh, I think 54. No, 55.
Yep, 55 pounds. Billy wants to know how many fletchings you got on your arrows.
4.
4 fletchings.
All black.
He does.
Black knocks and everything.
He's blacked out. No
I got
doubt
tired
about
of people shooting my arrows.
it. Oh, what started you in archery? What made you want to start archery?
My mom seen it on Facebook, signing me up, and I'm here.
Well, what did you do before that besides ride dirt bikes? Everybody, if they don't know,
Nothing.
you were a dirt bike rider, right?
I did. Good thing I didn't race though, because no one ever found this. My two brothers raced.
I got you. But you like this, and so this is your racing. This is your energy, your thing. All right. So, what site would I recommend for the Bear Royale? It's a 6-year-old, 3-pin, simple site. I wouldn't go big. I wouldn't go monstrous. I wouldn't spend a lot of money. I try to find the lightest, easiest, simple 3-pin site to start with. And the reason you do that is just give them something to aim with. A lot of times there is a HHA makes a real inexpensive single pin light that's a mover. It just doesn't put them in the right class. If they want to shoot in the pins class, you need to have a fixed pin sight. So that's what I suggest. All right, so this has got to be for you too. Where do you want to travel?
Vegas.
Where else?
Las Vegas.
What else?
I think I've. God.
Well, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we already been to Pennsylvania.
But
So
you still want to do it again?
Oh yeah, I want to do it forever.
Every shoot. He wants to go to it all. Man, I wish his money tree grows in my backyard. That's all I can say. Oh my goodness. Left or right helical? That is a question. He probably doesn't know. His is left because I know because I fletched him. This has been a discussion in our shop. Left or right helical. So all of Easton arrows that come with a helical are right helical. All broadheads screw in like everything else, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So if your bow is spinning and your arrow is spinning in the right direction, your broadhead will always stay tight. If you spin it in the opposite direction, your broadhead will unspin. If you have a glue-in field tip or a glue-in tip, it doesn't matter. A nib, as far as unscrewing or screwing. Other than that, bows will act how they want to. In other words, certain bows will shoot an arrow without fletchings and it'll turn left or it turn right. Most bows today seem to be turning left. So most archers have been fletching left just because if it's already wanting to go that way, they just go ahead and fletch that way. The downside to it, if you're doing your hunting arrows that way, is sometimes you have to keep screwing in your field tips because it comes loose. So at 60 yards, 70 yards, there's been several people. Dudley did it. He had left, right, and center, and they all grouped together. No, not a difference. Straight fletch, left fletch, and right fletch, and they all grouped together. Tim says he can't see a difference at 60. Tim Gillingham, that is, can't see a difference at long distance, left, right, are indifferent. So, but if you don't want to have to fight your field tip from getting loose, then just fletch them right, and they will go. They'll tighten up. 4 fletch is an ooh. So, that's a matter of testing. I've tested several different ones, and I like them personally. I like a 4 fletch. So that's just, I tested 3s and 4s side by side, and I just thought that the 4s seemed to group better. So at longer distances. So I know you're shooting Viper. Yep. So. And that's not a very expensive sight too. So, Adam, you know what? I missed you. I'm trying to go down this list. I got stuck on. Yes, Adam, I miss shooting with you too, buddy. All I got to say is, Daddy, that is a donut. Daddy, that is a donut. Daddy, that is a donut. It's an inside joke if y'all don't know. Uh, I do believe that it reclocks itself for sure. Yeah, the bare bow question guy. Yes, I saw that. That was for him. Tack this year. I am not going to tack personally. Um, I just I'm gonna be gone for the Gator Cup all week, and then I come back, and then I'm just gonna work. So um, and so I'm not going to tack. But Mark, the shop manager, he is going to tack on Sunday. So we're going to let him get out of the shop early on Saturday, run on up there to Tennessee this week and shoot that. So. Why you got a speed limit sign? I'm not going to ask you. Look, why do you have it? Where did you steal the speed limit sign?
I didn't steal it. It was found in our barn.
Found in the barn. So somebody stole it. You just thought it was a cool sign and hung it on the wall.
It's been on my wall forever now.
Yeah. So we're going to go back to the Adam question because that was pretty funny. So we were shooting 5-spot state championship. Adam was on the bail with me, and I would shoot an inside out X on the 5-spot, and I'd say donut, and his dad was sitting in the thing. He goes, no, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. It was an inside out X. It's a donut, And his dad assumed, because he's not an archery guy, he assumed that you had to be hitting the split the middle of the X to call it a donut. If it's inside out, to me, I think that's a pretty good donut, because donut holes are not always perfectly round or centered. So, but it was really funny. So yes, it was a donut, and that was the funniest part about it. So. But yeah, you could take him anywhere. He was good. He was a good sport about it, but it caught me off guard when it's like, I remember that. It's a funny story. That is, Billy was shooting with us then. He's going to all the tacks with the Ultra View trailer. So Adam, it's sure good to see you though. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Peyton has filled the seat. He didn't talk as much as those saltwater baby did, but
I gotta get talking more.
Oh yeah, Dwayne is he said he was gonna sit this one out. He's been running around doing his thing, and then Robbie is I think he's chasing turkeys any minute that he's not working. Plus he started a new job or a new business, and he's trying to get that off the ground too. So he's running a multi businesses. So, all right, man. Go to bed. I appreciate you stopping in, listening for a minute, and hanging out with us. Always, you know where to find us if you need something. We're always here, and this is most every week. So. Yeah, the comments are fuller than his talking. That's a fact.
No, I know.
I'm trying to be quiet.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. It's funny when you get like a message sitting here. Hold on one second.
I think it's because I get nervous. I get quiet.
Look, you hear my phone ringing?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going over there to answer it. It'll just have to ring. Everybody just have to listen to it. Hold on one second. Oh. All right. See there? I turned my phone off. That wasn't my cell phone. That's the house phone. Ain't that more fun? So it said, ask about hunting. Clint. Yes. We try our best to do what we got to do. We got to get together and shoot together sometime. Clint. Hunting. How long you been deer hunting? Peyton.
Oh, me?
Golly.
Oh my God, I'm so zoned out. I don't know why.
He just
I'm
lost
nervous.
it. Why are you
I'm
nervous?
nervous. I don't know.
There's only 274,000 people watching you.
I know, but
You
that ain't
said
bad.
you said you wanted to be a pro.
I know, but like I get nervous a lot. I've been
Well,
working on it.
well,
I'm a lot better.
well, you're gonna have to. The pros get up there, their knees be shaking.
Yeah. How long have I been hunting? Oh my God. I think I've been hunting since I was. Oh, I think either I've heard 12.
He's look. He's 15 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so long ago he can't remember.
I'm just
Oh
nervous.
my God! It was
But
oh.
I can remember when I shot a 4 this year. I can remember that like it was yesterday. I can remember that.
When did you shoot the 4?
I think like couple my last state S3DA. I shot a 4,
State S3DA. You shot a
and if I
4.
didn't, I could have won. I had more X's than anybody.
You look. That's the part
I
of the
just
game. It's part of the game.
I ran out of talent. That's why.
It's part of the game. And we found out that you're,
Oh yeah, I was just doing something.
yep. But you made it up at the nationals. Shot your first 300 ever, and
I think
at a national event.
mm,
Yep.
crazy part is my X count was low.
Back in the day.
My
Yeah.
score, my score was higher, but my X count was low.
That might be some nerves right there.
Oh, it was bad.
See,
I was more nervous there than Lancaster.
more nervous there than Lancaster.
For some reason, Lancaster felt like it was not 20 yards. Like it was right there in my face. That's the way it felt. For some reason, I don't know why.
Well, you had a good turn in at Lancaster. I'll give you that. You did.
I was shooting good
You did very
until
well until something tried to fall off your bow.
I could literally pulled it out. It pretty much it fell out. It was bad. I had like a 16-point lead, and it just went bye bye.
It happens, but that's an equipment problem that you really couldn't fix. You know what I mean? It wasn't
No.
something you couldn't have caught it. It was not something that you would knew about. But we got it. You got it fixed, and that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
and then I had to go shoot. I think I had to go shoot. What was that other tournament called? That was still in Lancaster, but it was a separate one. I think
The junior, the
Yeah.
youth collegiate event, and you did very well on it.
Yeah.
You know,
And I got my bow fixed
then
to
you got
100%.
That's right. And it's been pounding ever since. Shot real well, but you've been doing good. Yeah, Peyton said he was going to fill in for me, and then he just wants to sit over there and talk. It's been so long.
I'm talking.
It's been so long ago. So, he can't remember when he shot. He can't remember how long ago. That was such a long time ago. 12 years. 12 years old was so long ago, sir. That's
I wasn't doing
hilarious.
much. I was gun hunting with my brother.
Gun hunting with your brother. Well, hey, look, hunting is hunting. There's no doubt about it. I've gun hunted for years. I tell you, I picked up a bow and shot my first animal when I was 12 years old with a bow. But I would put my bow up as soon as gun season came. That sucker went in the closet, and I wouldn't come back out till July, August,
Why is
maybe.
that? You like bow hunting more, gun hunting more?
No, at that time I wasn't dedicated to archery.
Which one would you do now?
I pick up a gun once or twice.
If you, bow hunting or gun hunting?
I bow hunt. I bow hunt. I pick up a gun once or twice and take my bow most every time. So,
I killed my biggest deer this year. Last year.
Last year.
10-pointer.
Yes,
Biggest deer on our property.
Well, now you got to let them grow until they get to there. But yeah, I used to do that when I was young. I would I had decided that I would shoot deer with I shoot does with my bow, and then I would wait for the big buck with my rifle. So
when did you start archery?
No, I was 12 when I shot my first one with archery. So
and when did you start coaching?
25 years ago.
Gosh.
Yes,
that's so long ago.
I'm an old man.
That's That's so long.
Yeah. So and that's but I'm talking 12. That would be 40, 38, 40 years ago.
God. I'm just kidding.
But um, so but yeah, I have been coaching for a long time now. In one aspect of the other. So, and then I I competed, traveled to here, yonder, and everywhere, and shot all the local tournaments. And I mean, if everybody wants to hear the story, this is how the story went. I would build this calendar, and I'd put all the shoots. I'd look them up on all the web pages and call different people, and I'd find out when their shoot dates were, and I'd put them on the calendar, on my personal calendar. And then I would start getting phone calls that said, "Hey John, who's shooting where this weekend?" That's what Georgia Archery started. That's why we do this podcast. That's why we talk about what we talk about. Georgia Archery was started to tell everybody where archery shoots were and tell everybody where they need to go to find a shoot. So now, if you're looking for a shoot and want to see where to go and want to see that calendar, you can find it at www.georgiaarchery.com. You can also follow us on all of the social medias there is. So Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, which is now X, Insta. What else did I miss? Any of them?
Oh, and you got TikTok?
Yes, TikTok, all of it. So if you
You need to go live on TikTok.
well, it's hard to get this one to go live. So, but yeah, so just make sure if you want to find that out, you can find that information. If you know of a shoot or something that's going on this weekend, or the next weekend, you wanted to put it on the calendar. So, you just tell me and we will definitely do it. Put it on the calendar and, let everybody know about it. I have a message. Golly, where'd it go? It bads. The North Georgia traditional archers had 55 shooters. It was for their April shoot. And then the Dan Quillian State shoot is May 10th. The trad guys throw me bones every once in a while. I'm trying to get them, covered to make sure. So
that's pretty good.
Yep. And then next weekend, I think there is a shoot. And it's on the calendar, so we'll talk about that. I will say that I will be in Florida next weekend, next week. So I'm not sure how the podcast is going to go. It may just get recorded and chunked out there. So because I'll be at yes, there will definitely be some World Archery folks. Yes, there will definitely be some World Archery. Some youth from Georgia trying out to make the World Archery / Pan Am Games and at the Gator Cup next week. So be sure to stop, see Dawn. She's going to be running the red shirt. She'll have one of them shirts on to tell you what you're doing wrong. Hopefully we ain't doing nothing wrong, but make sure that everything runs safe and does what it's supposed to do.
You're going to Gator Cup.
I will be going to Gator Cup, yes.
Yeah. I feel bad for you.
It don't matter.
No, you're not shooting.
Oh, I mean, if I was shooting, I would. I
don't like paper. 50.
I understand.
50 meters.
Yes, yes, Alicia. Yes, we did talk about that. Clint was in the house talking about he's got it set up and ready to go for the qualifier on Saturday, and then team on points on this Saturday in Sweetwater. So there's several things going on this weekend on Saturday, and Sunday's Easter. So if you're going to church or hunt some Easter eggs, you can do that. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week. I covered where to find us, how to find us. If you want to send us a message on any of those social medias, you're welcome to. If you want to send us an email, it's info@georgiaarchery.com, and you can tell us all about it. If there's an archery shop and you want to talk about the shop that you like, look, send me a message. We'll definitely talk about it. I want to talk about every shop in the state so everybody knows where every shop is. There's a lot of great shops in this fine state and a lot of great shooters in this fine state that use shops all over the place. So, Girls with Bows is in the house. We're going to try to get her on to talk about some how to draw more ladies into archery. So if your wife is interested, that's the where to go is Girls with Bows and talk to her. She's definitely trying to do that thing. Peyton, I appreciate you being here tonight, just hanging out and filling in the spot. The post is out. So if you want to make one of these, send me a message and we'll get with you. We do this at 8:30 on the Outdoor Depot. Yep.
Thank you for letting me on.
So, but yeah, let's see if he can remember how this goes. Next week, buddy. I know you're here, but the problem is I'm in Florida, so we got to figure that out. Peyton, see, they're proud of you, brother. You did good.
I didn't do much talking.
Yeah,
Should
but
have done more.
But you got a little better.
Learning.
Yep. Keep at it. There you go. So let me see here. Until next time, take someone, teach them how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime. We'll see you next time. I'm Big John.
I'm Peyton Vrooman.
And we'll see you.
See you.